So I've been in this hospital since December 30th, and being a spinal cord patient, going back into the hospitals, honestly scary. You would think that you would feel safe and feel like going in the hospital that people would take great care of you, make sure you're comfortable. But as a spinal cord patient, you wind up feeling like you're fighting for your routine, fighting for your meds, fighting to get turned, fighting to get range of motion, fighting to get proper care. Because the floors, what they call acute floors, acute care floors, they're not set up for you. They're not set up to take care of you. Even though the hospital accepts you into the hospital, the floors themselves aren't set up to make sure to take care of you. For example, the bowel program. So my bowel program consists of this. I get into a lift, into the bedside commode chair. Because I don't have the abdominal strength and sensation to have a bowel movement, the nurse assists me with my bowel movement by inserting an enema into my rectum. As well as doing digital stimulation into my rectum every 15 minutes to stimulate the rectum walls in order to have a bowel movement. Yes, this is very uncomfortable for myself as well as the nurse. Nobody wants to put anything up there. It's an exit only, while at the same time, it's important to my care. It's important that it's done the correct way. It's important that it's done the same way. And sometimes it's even important that it's done the same way every day. Even the same time every day. So you go back in the hospitals and sometimes they don't even have a commode chair for you. You know, they want to also do the bowel program in the bed. So for me, I was on, here at Harborview, I was on 4 West, the rehab unit for 9 months. And for 9 months, myself, my family, we were trained on how to do various things that had to do with my care, but also trained on how to do the bowel program the correct way. The reason why we do it in the commode chair because of gravity. And when you're sitting up, like your body's used to sitting up to have a bowel movement, that gravity helps move that bowel movement forward. So when hospitals, nursing homes, etc., try to do your bowel care in bed, I know for some people it works, but for me it's never worked. It's never it's never worked for me at all. And I wind up just getting backed up. So since I've been here at Harborview, this has been a fight. Oh, back and forth over and over again. Hey, we want to do your bowel care in the bed. Hey, I had a nurse that didn't even want to do my bowel care at all because she was uncomfortable. I had them trying to force me to do it in the bed over and over and over again, even with me saying it doesn't work. I'm uncomfortable. It works better for me if we do it in the commode chair. They have constantly tried to force me to do it over and over and over again in the bed. But I've stayed strong, and I haven't done it in the bed, I think maybe one time, because I wasn't feeling well. And it didn't work that well for me. So over and over and over again, doctors, nurses, nurse managers, social workers, everybody's trying to get me doing it in the bed. And I've been given different excuses. One excuse, oh, we're having problems transferring you. You're too heavy. Even though the sling does all the goddamn work. I'm not 600 pounds. I'm about 240, 245, and the sling does up to 600 pounds. Oh, well, some of our nurses aren't physically able to do it. It's been about 5 months, 6 months now. They've been physically able to do it this whole time. And then finally the truth. Oh, well, you know what we want to make, this is what we want to do. A, we don't want you to be here anymore. Well, guess what? I don't want to be here no more either. If I could leave right now today, I would leave right now today. Here's the truth. We want to do your bowel program in the bed so that we can open up more doors for adult family homes, because adult family homes don't want to do your bowel care in the chair. That's a lie. They want me to lie and say we do. They want me to lie, and they want to lie as well, and say we do his bowel care in the bed, so it makes my care sound easier to these adult family homes. Now, what's stupid about that is this: A, the adult family home is going to come talk to me. They're going to have to come meet me. I'm not going to lie to the adult family home and say, hey, yes, I like doing my bowel care in the bed. I'm never going to do that. I'm not going to start a relationship on something that I'm supposed to live with on a lie. Trained, the nurse manager here on 3E's just came to me and said this: if this adult family home doesn't accept you, then we're going to do your bowel program in the bed. And I said, no, you're not, because I'm not going to do that. Plain and simple, excuse my language, but I don't want shit on me. Like, who wants to lay in the bed for 45 minutes to an hour with shit on them. Not only that, after I'm done, depending on the day, I don't even get a shower. I don't want to sit in the bed with shit on me. Nobody does. At least let me feel like a fucking human being to some degree, and let me do it in a chair. So they want to lie to these adult family homes and tell them I do my bowel care in the bed to make my care sound easier. Well, when they come and talk to me, idiots, I'm gonna tell them the fucking truth. The truth is this: I don't do my bowel care in the bed. I don't want shit on my body. That's the truth. What's the adult family member gonna say? Well, that's not what it says here in your chart. That's not what it says. That's not what they told us. Now we've started off a relationship with somebody that I'm supposed to live with a lie. Who wants to start off any relationship with anybody upon a lie? Check this. So a few months, not even a few months, maybe a month or so ago, I was having these really bad back spasms from being in the bed so long. Horrible back spasms. To the point where they were causing me to scream and yell and cry. I had to do this every 2 hours when they turned me, screaming and crying with these back spasms. Why? Because I had a bed sore on my butt that I got from 3's not turning me properly in the beginning. Them pulling the sling from under me super hard turned into a sore. So now I'm in the bed for 3 months waiting for this sore to heal. I'm only getting up to do the bowel program in the chair. Now mind you, it's July 24th. I've been here since December 30th. I've done my bowel care in the chair 99.99% of the time. And it's actually working right now. So you want me to get back in the bed longer, potentially have more back spasms. I already have horrible back spasms right now. They're not hurting as much as they used to, but they're still strong. You want me to put them back in the bed, horrible back spasms. The bowel care potentially not working, is not going to work. And me getting backed up again. And me now having worse back spasms. Who has to deal with these back spasms? I do. Not the hospital. Not trained, not the doctors, not the nurses. I do. Who has to deal with shit being on their body? I do. Then you're not going to want to give me a shower. You want to just wipe me with these little wipes like I'm a baby. It's crazy, man. Check this. So Bowel program is actually working. It's going great. I'm losing weight. During my bowel program, instead of just sitting there for an hour in a chair, I actually work out. I don't get any physical therapy here. Zero. I had to talk. Well, I wouldn't say zero. I'd give it maybe point 0.5. We had to talk the physical therapist into coming to see me once a week just to stretch my legs. I get zero physical therapy, pretty much. I'm doing my own strength training on my own. I'm lifting weights on my own. I'm stretching my arms and my hands on my own. I'm losing weight on my own. I'm eating healthy on my own. Things are actually going great right now for me physically. It's not perfect, but it's a lot better. My stomach is soft. My stomach used to be so distended and hard. When you tapped on it, it sounded hollow. I wasn't passing gas. Backed up, stool just all backed up in my stomach. They want me to go back to that. Do I want to be here any longer? Absolutely not. But at the same time, while I'm here, I'm not going to compromise my care. I'm not going to go backwards just because you want me out of the hospital. I'm a good patient. I get along with everybody. I'm nice to everybody. I'm not mean. I'm respectful to everybody. Laugh and joke. Help people feel comfortable around me. I know my care is a lot. I know it's hard. I know this type of floor doesn't have time to take care of me. But they do it, and I appreciate them for it. But it's not the nurses so much. It's the management and the doctors. All they care about is numbers. I would be more than happy to give somebody this bed. I don't want this bed. I don't want to be stuck behind these four walls in the hospital. I don't. But they're willing to allow me to go backwards, to have horrible back spasms, to me being bloated, to me lying to an adult family home. To them lying to an adult family home, telling them that I do bowel care in the bed, instead of what have I asked for? Well, if you want to make my care sound less, let's do it this way. How about giving me more training on how to transfer from the bed to a wheelchair, or from a bed to my actual commode chair? That would cut down time. That also would cut down the amount of people that need to help me transfer, because I'd pretty much be doing it on my own. Okay, what's next? Well, how about you train me in a manual wheelchair, so my quality of life would be a lot better. I can do a lot more in a manual wheelchair than I can do in this electric wheelchair. Train me, teach me how to do these things. Nah, they don't want to do that. I've been begging for damn near 2 months now, 3 months. Not gonna happen. Oh, physical therapist said that I'm not strong enough to do transfers. Well, how do you know how strong I am when we've never done any strength training? We've never have done any transfers except for one or two times. We haven't done that since the beginning of probably January, February, right before my wounds. Maybe one or two times. I've been lifting weights every day since then. Not only because I know I'm stronger. I'm lifting 20-pound weights on both of my hands. Before I came here, I was throwing up maybe 10 to 15 pounds with a struggle. Now I'm punching with 20 pounds. I'm bench pressing with 20 pounds. I'm a lot stronger. Not only that, the transfers, it's a technique. It doesn't have much to do with your actual strength. It's about positioning your body in a certain way that all you really have to do is just lift a little bit to transfer. It's about technique. Well, put me in a manual wheelchair. Well, would that help? Well, we don't have to do transfers with the sling anymore. That cuts down the amount of people that need to help me. What does that help? Well, because of the transfers, most adult family homes ask for a second person through DSHS, through Olympia. Well, because they asked for this, well, guess what? It takes another month to 2 months to get, or probably even longer, to get DSHS and to get Olympia to approve it. So now all you've done is just extended my stay. But they don't want to do that. They don't actually want to help me improve my quality of life. All they care about is getting me out of here. I'm sure it costs a lot of money for me to be here. That ain't my fault. I didn't ask to be like this. They don't care, man. All they care about is punching a number. I'm just a number to them. Not the nurses and HAs. It's these doctors and this management. Every doctor has tried to force me to do this. Bowel carrying the bed. Not caring that it's gonna make my situation worse. Spasms worse. Back me up worse. Things are actually working for me physically right now. And they want to go in reverse. They don't care. Wow. I'm not going to lie to anybody. I'm not going to be forced to do something that I don't want to do. The nurse trained just threatened me. She said, if this adult family home doesn't accept you, we're doing your bowel program in the bed from now on. Period, point blank. So, like, are you threatening me? If this adult family home doesn't accept you, we're doing your bowel program in the bed from now on. Are you threatening me? Wow. I have zero respect for her because you want to lie. The hospital holds no no liability or any responsibility going to these adult family homes or going to these, they call them SNF, skilled nursing facilities. They don't have responsibility. Anything happens to me at these places, they don't give a fuck. That's real. If I had to come back to the hospital, they don't care. Well, you gotta lie to this place. If they do accept me, I'm gonna be telling them, well, I don't like my biochemical in the bed. They're gonna be like, oh crap, this is too much for me to take on. Then guess what? I'll be back in the hospital because of a lie. I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm gonna tell the truth all the time. If a place doesn't want to take me because my care is too much, that's not the place I want to go. That's not the place I want to be anyway. I'm gonna tell you the truth. You know what you're getting yourself into. If you accept me, knowing what my care is, then we start off on the right foot. We starting off with honesty and integrity and respect for each other. I'm not gonna go live with somebody and lie to them. I'm not. I'm not gonna start off with a lie. But that's what they want me to do. That's what they want to do. What they want me to do. They want me to lie, and I refuse to lie. I just wanted to get on here, man, to tell people my truth. Tell people what I'm going through. It's a cold world, man. People think these hospitals are the best places for people to be. Honestly, I love this hospital. I truly do. I've met some amazing people here. Amazing. I met some people that I'll be friends with for the rest of my life. Seriously. While at the same time, there's only one floor equipped to do my care in Fort West. And most people up there are long term. Those beds don't move too often. So going back in the hospital for a spinal cord injury patient, you're not going to get any range of motion unless you speak up. You're not going to get your bowel program done correctly unless you speak up. You're not going to get showers regularly unless you speak up. You got to advocate for yourself. Because if it was up to the hospital, you would just sit there and rot. You would just sit there and lose weight unhealthily, not get any stronger, lose your strength. Use the strength that you have, lose mobility that you have, because it's not set up. It's set up to get you stable, get you out of here. Because there's so many people, and I get it. While at the same time, I'm still a person. I'm still a patient. Just treat me like that, man. I deserve good, proper care. I deserve good, proper care. I deserve it. Also, man, for spinal cord injury, patients out there, man, when you come to the hospital, be ready. Be on your game. Especially if you come from being kicked out or being removed from an adult family home. Be ready to fight. Be ready to advocate for yourself. Make sure you got weights. Make sure you're lifting weights and working out. Make sure you're stretching your body, your arms, your legs, your fingers, your hands. Make sure you get in the shower. Advocate for yourself, man. Have other people advocate for you. Make sure they're turning you in the bed. Make sure you're not getting any bed sores. Just be ready when you come back in the hospital as a spinal cord injury patient, because it's not set up for you. They're going to accept you because they have to by law. But just know, when you get in there, start fighting right away. Start advocating for yourself right away. Because it's not set up for you. They don't have time to have an hour to 2 hour taking care of you in the morning. I got to fight for it. You see that up there? It's this right here, to the right of me above the thermostat. It says Marcel's daily schedule. I had to fight to get that. If I'm going to be here for a while, you might as well keep it right. Might as well do it right the right way. But fight for your care. Fight for your life. Because if you don't, nobody else will. God bless you. Sally Sale. Marcel McCants. New Focus.